Good morning. Good morning, students. We have completed chapter 4, the flower. Now, multiple choice question. You have to take on your book. Question number 1. Bougainvillea flower is an example of large, colorful bracts. It is D option. The option D is the correct answer. Are you listening me?
Yes.
Okay. Kindly check your answer. Flower is said to be complete when? Again, answer 4. Option 4 is correct answer. When it has all 4 walls. Then third answer is the part of the flower that gives rise to the fruit is. Answer? Option? Tell me anyone? Option D is, option C is the correct answer. Ovary. Ovary give rise to the fruit. The part of the flower that give rise to the seed is. Again, option C is the correct answer, and the answer is ovule. The essential wall of a flower are the androecium and gynoecium. Answer option D. Option D is the correct answer. Now, check your answer once again. Answer 1 is D. Question number 2, answer D. Question number 3 and 4, option C is the correct answer. And for 5, answer option D is the correct answer. Now match the following. Column A and column B. Polyadelphus. Answer 4. Polyadelphus is matched with the bombyx. Then pollen grains B match with pollen sacs. Fifth one. Free petals, it is polypetalous. Option A. Non-essential walls are calyx and corolla. Option 2. And the last one, sweet fragrant fluid, and it is nectar. It is clear to you? Kindly reply.
Yes.
Okay. Now, short answer type question. Incomplete flower. Explain the following term. Incomplete flower when any one of the wall is absent in a flower is known as incomplete flower. Generally, gynoecium or androecium, only one is present in that flower. So you can see the define of the incomplete flower on page number 33. Then staminate flower. Staminate flower, you can find the answer is on page number 34. when a flower has only androecium, only staminate. Unisexual flower which contains only the stamens, only the androecium, is called the male flower or staminate flower. Same for the pistillate flower. In this flower, only the gynoecium is present, only female part of the flower is present. That type of flower are known as pistillate flower. And the bisexual flower, again you will find this in on page number 34. Bisexual flower means a flower which has only both the sexual part of the flower, androecium and gynoecium. They have both the sexual part of flower in one flower, are known as bisexual flower, or it is also known as hermaphrodite flower. Hermaphrodite flower. You may find this on page number 34, second part of this page. Get it? Get it?
Yes.
Okay. Next is distinguish between the following pairs: flower and inflorescence. Flower is a sexual and attractive part of a plant which produce fruits and seeds, and the inflorescence is the arrangement of flower. The manner in which a flower arranged in a plant is known as inflorescence. You can find the define of inflorescence on page number 36, and the define of flower is on page number 33. Petals and petaloid sepals. Petals, the second wall of flower, and it is colorful part of the flower, is known as petals, and the collectively they are known as corolla. The petaloid sepal means the sepals are changed into green color, so they are known as petaloid sepals. You can find this answer on page number 36. In point to be remembered, sepals may be brightly colored. These are then said to be petaloid sepals. It is clear?
Yes.
Okay. Then next is polyandrous and polyadelphous androecium. When the stamens are free, when the stamens are free from their filament, are known as polyandrous. You can find this answer on page number 35. The last paragraph. In androecium, stamens may be free, are known as polyandrous, as in petunia. But sometimes they are joined, they are combined. This type of pattern of androecium are known as polyadelphous. It is clear? When the stamens yes. Now distinguish between is clear to you? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next, third question. Where are the following structures or parts located and what are their functions? Placenta. Placenta is located in the ovary. It's a part of gynoecium and present in the ovary of gynoecium. And the function of placenta is that attaches the ovule to the wall of ovary. Placenta attached to the ovary, and the function of placenta is attach the ovule to the wall of the ovary. Now it is clear? Then thalamus. Thalamus is a swollen part of the flower. You can see the answer of thalamus on page number 33. The tip of the stalk may also be enlarged to form a cup-like structure or receptor is known as thalamus. And the function of thalamus is to have all the four walls on it. To have all the four walls. All the four walls start from the thalamus. They are attached to the thalamus. The next is the anther. Anther is a part of stamen attached to its extremity. They have pollen sacs and pollen grains in them for the pollination or for the reproduction. And the stigma is a part of gynoecium, and it is a terminal lobe-like part. It may be divided into two or more lobes and may assume to a feathery appearance. You can find the answer of stigma on page number 35. The topic is gynoecium. Then, why are the following described as stated? The androecium of pea flower is diadelphous because the stamens are attached to its extremity in two bundles. You also can find the answer of this on page number 35, diadelphous. The second part of this page is diadelphous. The filaments are united in two bundles. 9 stamens are joined together and one remain alone. This type of arrangement is known as diadelphous, and this is known as diadelphous found in pea plant. Next is Salvia sepals as petaloid. The sepals, the petals of Salvia flower are green in color, and due to this they are known as petaloid. You can find this answer on page number 34, or you can write the answer this from sepals may be brightly colored. These are then said to be petaloid sepals, and this is found in Salvia flower. Now long answer question. Name the different types of androecium found in flower. It is on page number 35. The last paragraph of first side.
And fourth second is rim.
Yeah?
Ma'am, fourth second is rim.
Fourth second. Okay. Ray florate of flower as nectar. In sunflower. Sunflower has not any of the wall, gynoecium and androecium. There is absence of both the part. You can see the answer of this on page number 34. Second side, nectar flower. There is a topic is nectar flower. A flower in which both male and female reproductive organs are lacking. There is absence of both gynoecium and androecium. So, ray florate of sunflower, they do not have any of the sexual part of flower in them. In sunflower, they have only pistillate but sterile. They have pistillate but they are not on working. So they are known as ray florate of sunflower. Example of neuter flower. Name the different types of androecium found in flower and name the type of androecium found in. It is here, page number 35, the first side and the last paragraph. Androecium stamens may be free. If the stamens are free, they are known as polyandrous, as in petunia. Then, if they are in joined or organized form, they may be single, double, or several groups. You have to write all the types of joined stamens, like monoadelphous, diadelphous, and polyadelphous. Right from this to this, third point, polyadelphous. Then next is name the type of androecium found in China rose. China rose has monoadelphous androecium. China rose has monoadelphous androecium. Then Bombyx has the polyadelphous androecium. Then pea plant has the diadelphous androecium. It is clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then E, structural and application skill type question. Here is a figure. You have to name 1 to 10 all the number. The first one is anther. The lobe is given. Right answer. 1 is anther. The second part of this is filament. First one is anther, second is filament, and both are collectively known as androecium. There is a bracket, so we have to write both the part, anther and filament are known as androecium. Then third part is ovule, and fourth part is placenta. Fifth is stigma. Sixth, pistil. Number 6 is pistil, and the 7 is ovary. Number 7 is ovary, and all three part 5, 6, and 7, stigma, pistil, and ovary are collectively known as gynoecium. It's a female part of a flower and known as gynoecium. Now it is clear to you. Number 8 is corolla or petal. We can petal. Number 9 is calyx, and 10 is thalamus. Number 10 is thalamus. Now it is clear? Kindly reply. Yes? Then? Okay. Here are some figures are given. You have to write the answer of this.
Ma'am,
Eighth, where is eighth? Eighth is ovary. No. Eighth is, we can write petal or corolla both. Collectively, all petals are collectively known as corolla, but individual they are known as petal. So you can write petal or corolla, anyone. Then the question number 2, part 1. Which major organ of the flower does the figure A represent? What is it? Just tell me, what is it? It is a stamen. A is stamen. What is the collective term for this organ? The collective term for this organ is androecium. Part B are the content of the pollen sacs in bee, male or female? They are female. They are male. they are male. C. Can you state how the contents of pollen sacs would come out? How the pollen grains, pollen sacs, how the contents of the pollen sacs would come out? After maturing, when they get matured, they burst to liberate the pollen grains. How they come out? When the pollen sac get matured, they burst to liberate the pollen grains. And then what are bracts? State their function. You can find this answer on page number 34. The first side, here is a bract. When a flower
And what is
arises,
the answer of C?
yeah,
What is the answer of
what is the answer of 3?